Hey, what's going on, everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com back again with another stock market video. Today we're going to be talking about Workhorse, which is a new up-and-coming electric vehicle company working on a couple different things. And really, we are looking at, potentially something like the next Tesla, right? We are seeing a lot happen recently in the electrical vehicle space. And of course, I mean, the recent performance of Tesla itself is a testament to that, right? If we go ahead and take a quick peek right now to compare, because that's going to be something that I'm going to do in this video, Tesla is at a market cap of $200 billion. So it made some huge strides and advances, now at pretty much a new all-time high, above $1,100. If we look at the past 5-year performance, we had a little bit of flattening, and pretty much in recent times, an absolute skyrocket higher. Now, is this pattern going to continue or stop? It's kind of hard to say in the shorter medium term. I think in the next 10 years, Tesla will probably be pretty significantly higher, more towards $1 trillion market cap than where it's at now. But, it could fall back lower a bit in the shorter term with everything going on. But looking at Workhorse here, which is the main company that I'm going to be talking about in this video, Workhorse Group. If we just read a very brief description of what they're about for those who don't know, Workhorse Group Incorporated is an American manufacturing company based in Cincinnati, Ohio, currently focused on manufacturing electrically powered delivery and utility vehicles. Now, that's something I want to point out there is their main focus are electrically powered delivery and utility vehicles. And the reason why I'm pointing that out so much is because in this electrical vehicle space, right, it is a very hot market like I talked about, and it's probably going to grow tremendously in future years. Workhorse isn't really all about making consumer, average person vehicles, electric vehicles. Right now, they do have a 10% stake in Lordstown Motors, which is this company right here. You can see their truck. Not bad looking, if you ask me. There's quite a bit more competition when it comes to those consumer vehicles. But what I wanted to say is that they are exposed to that through their investment in this company, right? They own 10% of this company. So they have their hands in a couple different things, right? And they actually have their hands in drone delivery as well, which is something I wanted to talk about, which could be a very underestimated market for them. So there's a lot of companies right now targeting and competing with Tesla. We've got Nikola. This one made some huge waves in the stock market. In fact, their stock went from $10 to $65 in pretty much 6 months. So they're currently sitting at a $23 billion market cap. Now, as far as Workhorse is concerned, one of the reasons why I like it so much is its small market cap, right? As you can see right over here, they have a $1.35 billion market cap, and I'm really sorry I didn't make this video sooner because I had actually found their stock right around $8. I did not pull the trigger. I did not end up investing just because, it had already gone up so much. Definitely kind of regret it right now. Do I think it could return to $8? It definitely could, but the fact of the matter is this is a very cheap company, right? Especially when I was looking at it, around $600 to $900 million in market cap. You don't see that many companies nowadays with such small market caps. So I appreciate these stocks that are at proper valuation levels and not completely overvalued with multi-hundred billion dollar market cap levels, right? It's definitely getting sometimes a bit unreasonable where a company that doesn't have any profitability, etc., just a concept, not even proven sometimes, has tens of billion dollars in market cap. This is not the case for Workhorse, right? They've got a lot of things going on. They've got some diversification going, which I like, and they're sitting at a very reasonable $1.35 billion market cap, and that's probably going to come back down as we're probably going to see a pullback here. As you can see, the 52-week high, all-time high, was right around $20. And if we look at the more detailed chart, which I'll talk a little bit about later in this video, but what you're going to find is that we really are peaking at that $20 mark. Could we push above it and, make a move towards $30? It's possible, right? We saw that with Virgin Galactic. So that is possible, but the fact of the matter is that we now peaked out twice in the last 2 candlesticks around $20. I'm inclined to say we're trending significantly above the upper Bollinger Band. I think we're pulling back pretty significantly here. In fact, if we look at the open gaps, which I talk about a lot, we've got one right over here, right around $10, and then we've got another one here right around $6. So the $6 one is going to be a little bit harder to close and fill. The $10 one is pretty much guaranteed to be filled, and even the $6 one does have a fair bit of chance of getting filled as well. So what I'm saying is, personally, I'm waiting for a pullback. When we're back towards $10, anywhere between $5 or $10, I'm definitely going to be investing in this stock. I really like what it's about. I think out of all these companies, right, Tesla, Nikola, this one is the one that I can get on board with the most. All vehicles made in the USA. It's a very American company. They even had the vice president riding in one of their trucks. So what I'm saying is they're pretty well positioned right now. Obviously, it's been shown by the investor interest, right? People have maybe missed the boat on things like Tesla and see an opportunity in a stock like this. If you look back, right, at the past year, it was mostly trading somewhere around $3, right? We even had a dip back in March at the peak of the bear market here, down to $1.54. So, I mean, from there, it's a 1,000% plus increase. And if you want to know my prediction for the future, right, where do I see a company like this heading in terms of market cap? I feel very reasonably that this could reach a $4 to $5 billion market cap in the next 2 to 3 years. And if we look out more to a 5 to 10 year time frame, we're looking at a $10 to $20 billion market cap, right? So, and I think that's even all reasonable estimates, and very likely in my opinion. So, not always that you're going to find good undervalue, sort of tech focused, but also more traditional stocks like this that have kind of everything that I look for in a stock, right? Fair valuation, a bit of diversification, working on something that is futuristic, a bit more tech focused. I'm not heavily invested in many things like that. So this is one that ticks all those boxes for me. And just taking a look at their website here so you can see a little bit more about what they're about. The Workhorse C1000 is their electric delivery vehicle, right? And that's in production, as you can see right here. So that is, one of the things they're working on. Like I talked about, they're currently bidding for a big UPS contract worth $6 billion. So, I mean, that tells you a lot right there. If you're able to get even a $2 billion contract for some type of delivery company, that's going to be more than their market cap right now. So, just to put things in perspective. And as you can see here, this might sound a little bit ridiculous, but I think their logo is really cool. We see a lot of these companies coming out with some cringy designs, maybe trying to be too futuristic or something like that. I think Workhorse got the perfect mix over here with their designs. Very simple, very sleek, and unique as well. So pretty cool stuff. 100% electric, low floor design, and they have this Metron, which is their proprietary telematics system. Now, of course, for the average person, you wouldn't really care about this. As an investor, what does this mean? This means that they have a fleet tracking and monitoring system, which is called Metron, and this is pretty big for many companies that'll want to track their vehicle deliveries, drone deliveries, etc. So they're working on that cloud side of things as well. They've got all the specs here for the C1000. Once again, this is not a consumer vehicle. This is a delivery vehicle for companies like FedEx, DHL, UPS, and many others, right? Now, as you can see here, so taking a look at the drone side of things here, which is one market that right now isn't biggest, but in the future could be absolutely huge. So in that sense, I think it's being overlooked and very undervalued as far as Workhorse is concerned, because it is one of the leaders in this. And as you can see, they teamed up with UPS. They're testing all this out, making some huge progress. Looks really cool if you ask me. Now, the Horsefly UAV, which is their hexacopter, their drone, right, is the only drone that is actually patented to be delivered from trucks. And as you can see here, it is fully part of their delivery process with their electric vehicle. You got some extra details here as far as the weight it can carry, the max speed, all really impressive stats. One that really points out is the 0.03 cents per mile. So this is extremely cheap, right? For 3 cents, you're able to travel this drone a full mile, which sounds to me like it is a huge reduction in cost and could spark interest from many delivery companies that need this type of service. So over here you see how it integrates with their delivery app, the Metron tracking and monitoring fleet system. Now, as far as the safety is concerned, it is one of their key priorities. The CEO here mentions that they're working closely with the FAA. They deal with air traffic and regulations as stuff like that, as far as flight and aviation devices are concerned. So all deliveries are done in adherence to regulations and under full cooperation of U.S. air traffic control. This is what I mentioned before, the only USA patented truck drone launched system. So unlike what we may have thought in the past, where we imagined drone deliveries to be some sort of centralized facility sending out thousands of drones, this should not be the case. It's looking more likely and more safer that it's going to be launched from the delivery trucks to get into some more tricky locations. That's probably how this is going to play out, right? Being sent directly from the truck by the driver or so, and then coming back to the truck once it delivered the package. Over here you have some projects and collaborations that they did, promotional marketing collaborations, UPS, StockX, stuff like that. Really interesting stuff. And as I mentioned, right, think about this. You have their horsefly drone. That is one aspect of the company that's extremely undervalued and could have multi-billion-dollar potential in the future. Also, not many competitors at all in this space. Also, they have a 10% stake in consumer vehicle, which is this Lordstown electric truck, right? We also have a electric delivery vehicle, which is the truck that you see right here, the C1000, and their Metron tracking and fleet monitoring system. So those three things are perfectly integrated together while still having some diversification with the drone, etc. And also they're not looking to chase after all these other companies like Nikola or like Tesla that are heavily focused on the consumer side of things. They are taking a different approach and mostly focusing on the enterprise commercial side of things. So they're a bit different in that sense, but nonetheless very valuable. And it is an all-American company working on these futuristic electric vehicle delivery and transportation methods, which we've seen how hot it was in the space recently, right? With Nikola moving up 600%, Workhorse itself having a 1,000% plus increase in just a few months alone as well. And of course, the biggest, Tesla, which has gone up tremendously. Also, this should not slow down in the future. And like I said, you're still getting in at that very small market cap of 1.35 billion. This could very easily reach 4 or 5 billion in the next 2 to 5 years. And even in the next 10 to 20 years, we could be looking at 10, 20, 30, 40, $50 billion market cap for a company like this. Now, is it going to, beat out Tesla or beat Tesla? It's very unlikely, right? This isn't necessarily going to be a $200 billion company overnight, but it doesn't have to be, right? Just getting to a $20 or $30 billion market cap is already going to be a 2,000 to 3,000% price increase, which is, I think, more than anybody could ask for. And, getting in at this cheap valuation is something that is extremely rare in today's age, where a lot of these companies are overvalued right off the bat, right from their IPO. This is not the case for Workhorse. You're still getting in reasonable valuation. Once again, hopefully we get a pullback to get in at a better price. That's what I'm hoping for. But as you can see here, after hours, we're up another 8%. Could fall back down, but people are rushing into this because they see the value. They see that they may have missed out in the past on things like Tesla, and they don't want to miss out again. That's sort of where I'm standing. Although I don't hold any shares right now, I don't want to miss out. So with that being said, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to check out my technical analysis master course. Less than $20 and comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Turn on those notifications to always stay updated when I post new videos. And thank you so much for watching, everyone. Make sure to let me know your thoughts on the Workhorse Group company down in the comment section below. Do you think they're going to be able to compete with the many others in the space now, like Tesla, Nikola? Even though they are more on the consumer side of things, do you think they will be able to stand out in that sense? Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and have a great day. I'll see you next time.